think it's time we had that conversation. Real important dilemma going across America right now. It's called ego lifting. I know you know I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking to you. Put the weights down. Put the weights down. What's up, guys? Coach Leo here with LSL Fitness, and I want to talk to you guys about ego lifting. The problem here is that too many people think that they can lift a certain amount of weight, or they have the exuberance to put more weight on the bar than they should, or feel like they could do the proper lift, when in reality, they're only putting themselves in danger. It happens to a lot of people because they feel that they progress correctly, or they feel like if they add more weight, that's gonna make them better, or they're gonna look better just because they have more weight on the bar. But that's not the point. The point is to stress the muscle. The muscle, your muscles do not know or do not care the number on the bar, or the number you write down on your sheet that you lifted. All they care about is the fact that they are able to do the movement correctly. If they're able to do a movement all the way through and through, so if you're doing bicep curls, if you go shortchange yourself, well, your arms aren't gonna be fully stressed out. They're not gonna be stressed to the point where they're gonna need to adapt and grow. If you're not forcing your muscles to adapt by completely putting them through the full range of motion, then guess what? You're not gonna grow. Now, I know you've seen those videos of people at the gym, those gym fails, where they have too much weight on their back doing a back squat. And what ends up happening is, if they don't have the clips on the side, you're starting to see some teeter-totter going on. You know, ding, 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 you know, both sides. And sure enough, you're more than likely gonna hurt yourself. Or even a deadlift where they're trying to grab the bar, pull it off the ground, and their form goes to shit just because they want to lift the bar. And more than likely, that's when they end up hurting their back. Now, don't get me wrong, you can hurt your back not just from ego lifting. You can do it from improper form, or maybe not properly warming up. But more than likely, if you're putting too much weight on the bar, you're gonna hurt yourself. Take this in mind. I want you to know that I'm not telling you not to put more weight on the bar. As a matter of fact, if the weight's too light, you need to make it heavier. If you're not struggling, you need to push yourself. But the point is that you need to do it progressively and push yourself to a point where, okay, if you're doing reps of 10, you should only be struggling at 8, 9, 10, not 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 10. If you're struggling early on in the reps, the weight's too heavy. Now keep in mind, there are modifications to any exercise. Now just imagine a pull-up. Doing a pull-up, you want to be able to do it from the bar, but if you can't do it all the way correctly, extending your arms, use a band. Put it around your knee or your feet. I prefer you put it around your knee, because I don't need you having a shot straight to the junk. Ugh, that would hurt. Doing a pull-up with the band around your knee, getting to full range all the way up, all the way down, is a huge benefit to you. And the same thing can apply to any exercise. At the end of the day, what you want is full range of motion with your exercise. Shortchanging yourself is not gonna help. And only in small instances, going halfway is part of a program. But for the most part, your muscles benefit most when you go through a full range. Now, I have a couple examples of me right here doing dips. When I do dips, even though I could go heavier, if I'm doing reps, a high amount of reps, guess what? I'm gonna do it from the floor. If I'm gonna do pull-ups of 25, reps of 25 or more, guess what? I'm gonna do it with my feet on the floor, mimicking the same motion, but I'm still targeting that muscle on the lats and everything from the back. So if you're gonna do reps of 25 or more, you're shooting for volume. That's okay to go lighter. You don't need to go super heavy, because the important part is that you do the reps with proper form, because that's gonna stimulate growth. Imagine you need to fill out some paperwork and it's real important, but you only do half of it. Does that even actually work? I mean, that doesn't work for anybody, right? So do the work all the way through. Make sure you're actually doing the correct form, so that way it helps the muscle. So for example, if I'm doing pull-ups for volume, I'm gonna do it with my feet on the floor, because I'm trying to get 25 plus reps in a row to make sure I'm not stopping, I'm not cheating myself. You might say, oh, well, you're cheating yourself because your feet are on the floor. No, I'm making myself better by not allowing my body to rest at all so I can get that full range of motion for those 25 reps. So at the end of this, just do me a favor. Do this for me. If you're gonna be doing any kind of lifts, just take your time with it. Start off lower and then progress to a point where the last 2 reps of any exercise are the struggle, okay? If you're struggling before then, it might be too heavy. Now, if the weight, you could do the reps, the last 2 are easy, then naturally put more weight on the bar or challenge yourself a little bit more so that way you actually stimulate the muscle and you actually get growth. There you have it, guys. If you have any questions about proper program or anything like that, leave them in the comments section down below. I'd love to answer them. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.